When fall arrives, many people think the garden is starting to fade, that there's not much left to do, and that it's time to wait until spring. But nothing could be further from the truth. Fall, especially late September and early October, is actually one of the very best times of the year to plant. The weather is cooler, the soil is still warm from the summer, and seasonal rains help new plants develop strong roots. If you plant now, your garden will not only have color in these last months of the year, but your perennials will also be well prepared to bloom beautifully next spring. One of the best plants you can start with are chrysanthemums, also known simply as mums. They are the classic flower of fall and instantly brighten up any space. Their vibrant shades of yellow, orange, red, purple, and white make them an essential choice for autumn gardens. They bloom just when most other flowers have finished, and if you deadhead the faded flowers, you can extend their bloom time. They prefer sunny spots and regular watering, but do not like soggy soil. Mums also look amazing in pots at the front door, especially if you add pumpkins or gourds for a complete fall decoration. Asters are another must-have for this season. With their daisy-like appearance in shades of purple, pink, blue, and white, they bloom well into October and are a magnet for butterflies and bees. This is especially important because in autumn there are fewer flowers available for pollinators. They are tough, easy to care for, and love a sunny spot with well-drained soil. Planting them next to mums creates a wonderful combination of colors and shapes, making your garden vibrant even as the days grow shorter. Coneflowers, or echinacea, are also an excellent choice. Recognizable for their drooping petals and large cone-shaped centers, these flowers add height and structure to the garden. They bloom late in the season and come back stronger each year, which makes them a long-term investment for your garden. Coneflowers love full sun, tolerate drought once established, and attract birds during fall and winter with their seed heads. If you leave those seed heads in place after blooming, you'll not only enjoy a decorative effect, but also help feed local wildlife. Sedum, or stonecrop, is one of the most reliable perennials for this time of year. It is a succulent-like plant that requires very little maintenance and thrives in poor, sandy soils. In late summer and fall, sedum produces clusters of pink and red flowers that last a long time, adding beautiful color right when the garden needs it most. These plants are extremely drought-tolerant, and they look particularly striking when planted in rock gardens or alongside ornamental grasses, where the textures really complement one another. If you want a flower that instantly brings warmth, look no further than black-eyed Susans, also known as Rudbeckia. Their bright yellow petals with dark centers light up the garden and provide that classic autumn look. They love full sun, prefer fertile soil, and appreciate regular watering. One of their hidden charms is that, even after they finish blooming, the seed heads remain attractive and serve as food for birds through the colder months. They are cheerful, easy to grow, and perfect for adding a touch of golden color to fall borders. For something a little more elegant, Russian sage is a wonderful option. This plant has silvery foliage and produces long, airy spikes of lavender-blue flowers that sway in the breeze. It's not only beautiful, but also very tough, thriving in full sun with very little water and standing up well to frost. Russian sage adds a soft, cloud-like texture to the autumn garden and works wonderfully when combined with darker-leaved plants, which make its silvery blue tones stand out even more. Japanese anemones bring a touch of grace and romance to fall gardens. With delicate flowers in pink or white, they seem to dance with the wind and bloom well into October. They are perfect for adding interest to shadier spots, as they prefer partial shade and moist, well-drained soil. If you want to soften a corner of your garden or create a peaceful, woodland-like area, Japanese anemones are a fantastic choice. Heuchera, also called coral bells, is another perennial that shines in fall, not so much for its flowers, but for its foliage. Its leaves come in stunning shades of purple, red, silver, and green, and they remain colorful year-round in mild climates. Heucheras do best in partial shade and thrive in well-drained soil. They are perfect for borders, containers, or as companions to green-leaved plants, where their vibrant foliage can create contrast and depth. Hellebores, also known as Lenten roses or Christmas roses, are true gems for the colder months. Their blooms appear in late winter or early spring, but fall is the best time to plant them so they can establish themselves before the cold sets in. Their flowers come in shades of white, pink, green, and even purple, and they thrive in partial shade with rich, moist soil. They are excellent for planting under trees, where little else grows, and they provide a surprising burst of beauty when the rest of the garden is still asleep. Ornamental kale and cabbage are another seasonal favorite. Although not perennials in all climates, they tolerate frost well, and their colors actually intensify as the temperatures drop. Their rosettes of ruffled leaves appear in shades of purple, green, and white, and they add a unique texture to fall displays. They can be grown in the ground or in large containers and pair beautifully with mums for a festive fall arrangement. Daylilies, or hemerocallis, are tough, dependable plants that produce trumpet-shaped flowers. Each flower lasts only one day, but they bloom in abundance, creating a striking effect. Planting daylilies in fall allows them to develop strong roots, which guarantees a more abundant flowering season next year. They do well in full sun to partial shade and require moderate watering. They are extremely easy to grow and will reward you year after year. Finally, peonies are one of the most beloved perennials of all time. They produce large, fragrant flowers in spring and can live for decades in the same spot if planted correctly. Fall is the ideal season to plant peonies, as they need a period of cold to flower properly. They require full sun and rich, fertile soil, and they don't like being moved, so be sure to choose their spot carefully. Once established, peonies reward you not just for a season but for many years, becoming a long-lasting feature of your garden. When planting in fall, there are a few extra tips to keep in mind. Always water deeply after planting to help the roots settle in. Adding a layer of mulch or compost protects the roots over winter and improves soil quality. Fall is also the perfect season to divide or transplant perennials that are already established, giving them more space to thrive. And most importantly, always check your USDA hardiness zone to make sure you're choosing plants that are suited to your local climate. As you can see, fall doesn't mean the end of your garden. It's actually the perfect time to bring new life into it and prepare it for the next season. These 12 perennials are excellent choices for late September and early October. They will not only brighten up your garden right now, but also come back stronger year after year. Which of these perennials would you love to add to your garden this fall? Let me know in the comments, and if you'd like even more inspiration, don't miss my other video on 15 plants that bloom all year round. See you there.